Hey guys, welcome to Carpool Collecting. Let's get moving. Hey guys, John the Everyday Collector here, and welcome back to Carpool Collecting. If this is your first time watching the show, this is essentially the show where I talk about collectibles and collecting while I drive. In this case here, it's a Friday evening, just finished work, and I'm on my way home. Lots of traffic, so I said, why not talk to myself a bit about collecting? And not only that, but I've been meaning to do this for a couple weeks already, just haven't had the time. So why not today? So all right guys, we got a jam-packed show. We're gonna talk some statues today. We're gonna talk some retailer info, my thoughts, shenanigans, and we're gonna talk hot toys. Yippee. Some drama there as well. So we're gonna kickstart it with statues, okay? I recently picked up the third scale Prime 1 Studios Batman, the Batcave, the one inspired by Hush. And oh my god. Okay, so when this statue first came out, I wasn't a fan. I just saw it by pictures, didn't see it in person. I know a few collectors who picked it up, and they said, oh, it's such a beautiful. I wasn't impressed. I didn't think it was the definitive Batman statue. And then a few weeks ago, I went to a local collector's house here to pick up the LBS third scale Thor. And he had it on display. And when I saw it, oh my goodness, did my opinion change. When I saw it in person, it's absolutely stunning. Photos do not do that piece justice whatsoever. So if you can if you're a Batman fan, specifically the Hush design, and you can find him at a good price, I'd recommend jumping on it. But again, it's a beautiful piece. I'm really happy with it and happy I pulled the trigger. And it just goes to show, don't judge a statue based on just photos. Seeing it in person can really change your perspective. Now, with that, of course, there always comes problems. And this is where I'm a little upset with Prime 1 Studios. So there has been some noted issues with this Prime 1 Batman statue. And although it's a stunning piece, I think the engineering behind it needs some work, or needed some more attention. I think it was the engineering behind it was very lackluster, they didn't put much thought into the engineering. And this is where I have the issue. So a lot of collectors have noticed that the body, the frame of Batman, his torso, doesn't sit properly on the base. His foot hovers a little bit over the base. But not only that, the biggest worry that I have is collectors are saying that over time, Batman starts to lean to one side because of the weight of the cape. Because Prime 1, what they did was they only gave Batman's, support-wise, only one peg in his front foot. The back foot doesn't have a peg, so all that weight from that cape is supported on a little peg. So it doesn't have enough support, in my opinion, right? The statue, if they had put another peg through the back foot, I think we would have been golden. The problem I find is the peg is too short, a little short, and not strong enough for all that weight. So he starts to lean. Some have him leaning to the left, some have him leaning to the right. Either way, this guy shouldn't be leaning. Now, Warren, a well-known collector in the community, had posted a little solution. I like to call it an insurance policy sort of thing for this statue. And what he did, I don't know if he came up with the idea, but he had posted it on a Facebook group. And what he did to his is he purchased like a little acrylic stand, right? Like a pole, a little acrylic pole. It's acrylic, so it's see-through, whatever, it's clear. And what he did is he measured it appropriately so that it reaches the bottom of the base and it just rests under Batman's arm where the cape is. So what it does is it alleviates some of the weight from the cape and prevents it to lean to that side. Now, I give props to Warren. I think it's a good idea. I say it's an insurance policy because I guess over time it'll protect it from leaning. But, and I Warren, all the credit to you, brother. If it was your idea, great idea. But, and I'm not saying this towards you, I'm saying this towards Prime One. I personally think it is absolutely ridiculous that collectors who pay close to, well, if you're getting from Sideshow, over $2,000, for me at least Canadian, if you buy from Sideshow, have to come up with ways to prevent the statue from leaning, right? We're paying so much money. We should be getting a quality piece where we don't have to worry about the engineering of the statue over time, right? Now, I didn't buy a third scale statue so I can have an acrylic pole coming out of the back of it so it looks like a 6 scale Hot Toys. If I want a 6 scale Hot Toys with a base, pole, a crotch grabber there, looking like thing, that I would flip and buy a $300 Hot Toys and display that. I'm buying a third scale statue, and I have to, myself and fellow collectors, have to come up with ways to ensure the cape doesn't cause the statue to lean. No, unacceptable. Statue's still beautiful. I appreciate the hard work that went into it, and the sculpting, the portraits, and everything, beautiful. The cape sculpted beautifully, but that means nothing if your statue's gonna lean. Right? Think about me as a collector. I'm purchasing this item, excited to put it together. I put it together and I notice it leaning. It's unacceptable. This is like the second time this has happened with Prime One. I think the first time it was an issue with weight distribution on the first Hush Batman, where they had to provide a support afterwards, like a column afterwards to support the cape. Like, you'd think you'd learn from the lesson. The issue that I have here now is for collectors who purchase this item, this statue, and are having leaning issues, what's Prime One doing to help rectify the issue? Now, don't get me wrong, some lean, I think it's okay to have a little bit of a lean, right? Like, he's walking, I can see him kind of leaning to one side. In my opinion, nobody walks standing up straight, but I've seen instances in the community where it's a drastic lean, either to the left or right. And it's like, at that point, there's an issue with the engineering. It's not a collector issue. It's an issue with the engineering. Prime One, my message to you: take the extra steps to ensure, like, you're producing great pieces of art. Take the extra steps to ensure that those pieces of art are going to last, right? They're going to last, and that collectors can continue to enjoy them. Because, like, if I got to worry about putting flipping poles to hold my statues up, like, that's not working. I'm not paying $2,000 for that kind of quality. And I can understand if this was an issue that you had one time. Like, this is continuous. So, like, come on, Prime, wake up. Secondly, other than that, the statue is beautiful. I would recommend getting, if you can, it. But of course, if you're buying secondhand from someone, used, please be sure to unbox it and double check. If you're buying through Sideshow, okay, you're protected, you can return it. But if you're buying secondhand, please be sure to check it, because you don't know, these secondhand, everything's in good order, everything's good. Always double check if you're buying secondhand. Sorry, I had to check my map here to make sure I'm going the right way. Let's see. Let's double check here. Yeah, everything's in good order. So yeah, so part one, wake up. No one has time for this, okay? Yeah, I want to be here talking about this video. I don't want to be here making videos and talking about problems with your statues. I want to be here saying good things about your product, not about leaning issues, okay? So smarten up. Secondly, now let's move on a little bit and talk with retailers. Okay, now I'm getting sick of this retailer talk. So that's all we hear is these retailers, okay? So here it goes. If you're a retailer, whether you are licensed to sell a product or not, all right? Whether you can sell a Prime 1 statue, whether you can sell an XM statue, whether you can't, whether you're doing it under the table, whether you're doing it over the table, I don't give a shit. What I care about is if I order a statue from you, I need two things from you, okay? Peace of mind that if I get that piece damaged, you're gonna resolve the issue for me, right? I shouldn't be panicking. Oh my goodness, I got my piece damaged. I shouldn't be panicking that, oh, is the retailer gonna take it back? Is he gonna fix it? No. You took the money, right? You took the money. You're selling it as a sealed item, right? Help me out if it comes damaged. Number one. And number two, this is the most important. I don't know how you can run a business without this. Open communication. Okay? Open communication. If I send you an email asking a question about an order, I shouldn't have to hear back 3 weeks from now, a week from now. Okay? If you don't have the appropriate team to back you up, then I suggest you get that appropriate team or get someone to flip and answer your emails with a time. If it's going to take you 3 weeks, unacceptable. But at least have someone respond to the email, say, hey, we're in a backlog. We will get back to you as soon as you can. You're in queue, whatever. This is a time frame. Just give a time frame. But to send an email and not hear anything back for a week or whatnot, unacceptable. In another instance, if a piece does come damaged and I email you, I better not be waiting 6 months for a replacement either, right? You have my money and I'm waiting 6 months for a replacement? No, that's not acceptable. If that's the case, I want my money back and that's it. Like, you're quick to take the money. The pre-order comes. Some retailers charge day one the full amount. They give you a little bit of a discount, which is great. But some retailers give you pre-order with them, you have to pay the full amount. I understand. That's fine. That's a lot to ask, but I don't mind supporting a retailer if they're going to help and have the customer service on the other end. Okay? So that's fine. You charge up front. But don't be telling me that if something comes wrong with it, I got to wait 6 months without hearing anything back. And you're holding my statue as well. And I'm left with my hands like this, waiting. No, unacceptable. So get your shit together, retailers, too. Now, I'm not going to name names and this and that. I just hear ramblings, and what I hear, I'm not happy with. So if you're listening to this video and you're someone who your customer service is lacking, step it up. It doesn't matter. At the end of the other thing, I'm going to give you another thing. I understand some people's budgets are different. Some people spend tons of money. Some people don't spend a lot of money. 1 piece a year, 10 pieces a year. But, the way I think, and I know some people may not like this, but, whether I buy 10 statues a year, whether I buy 1 statue a year, even if I'm buying 1 statue a year, I still think I deserve the respect and priority when it comes to customer service. Right? I could be buying 1 statue a year today and 20 statues a year next year. Right? So, although I know, the way the world works and business and money talks, have a little heart for the little guy as well, because you don't know circumstances. You don't know that guy buying 20 statues a year, if he's putting it on a line of credit or a credit card, and guess what? Oh, tap out time, and then he goes from buying 20 a year to buying one a year or buying nothing a year. And then the one guy that's buying the one a year can jump up to buying 20 a year. So, treat everyone with respect. I understand it's a business and you need to look at money. It's not always just necessarily about the money. Customer service and word of mouth, very important in this community. Word of mouth is very important. I'll go to my buddy, hey, where'd you buy this from? Trusted? Boom. I'll trust to buy. I don't want to, so be respectful to everybody, inclusive to everybody. That's my rant on retailers. Again, concentrate on customer service and responding in a timely manner. And if someone gets a damaged item, help them out, right? Help them out. Sometimes it's tough to hear as a collector, here's a damaged item. The best we can do is try to fix it. Sometimes me as a collector, I've been hard-headed too sometimes where, no, I don't want repairs. I don't want to repair. If you can't, I want to return. If you can't fix it, if you can't get me a new one, I want a refund. Be patient with them, okay, guys? That's just my retailer rant. Other than that, a lot of good retailers in the community. You can hit me up, hit anyone you guys know. Steve from Casual Nerd Problems, Cash from Cash to Gemini, Zach Dean from Collecting Weekly. We will always recommend a retailer that we've personally used. I'm over here in Canada, so I know a few. Those guys are in the States. They know a few. But I've heard horror stories as well. Again, I'm not going to name any companies or any people. I just wanted to say this as a blanket statement. Focus on customer service, because at the end of the day, customer service is what is going to bring you back continuous clientele. That's it. Okay? Now next, we're going to talk about some more drama. Hot toys. 6 scale hot toys. Okay, guys? So a little irritated I'm getting with this hot toys topic, because you can't say anything anymore. You can't say anything against them anymore. You say something that someone doesn't want to hear. You have an opinion, and you say something that someone doesn't want to hear. You're negative. Oh, Jonathan says this about hot toys. You're negative. No, I'm not negative. I'm being realistic. Okay? I'm being realistic. The way Hot Toys is running their business is a freaking joke. Okay? I'm a YouTube streamer. Right? My job's to talk about the collectibles. That's what I'm doing this for. I want to talk collectibles. So I'm going to tell you as it is. If you want Mr. Positivity and just positive comments, you got everybody and their mother with a YouTube channel now talking to Hot Toys. Tons of channels with positivity. I like to give you how I feel, cut, dry, real, from my experience, my collecting experience. I'm not going to talk about Tom's collecting experience or Jerry's collecting experience or flipping Dick's collecting experience. I'm going to talk about Jonathan's collecting experience and what I see and what I'd like to see. Why is that so complicated? Just because I make a comment against Hot Toys doesn't mean I hate them, doesn't mean I'm negative. It means that's my opinion. If you don't want to listen to it, don't freaking listen to it. But there's some collectors that are coming into this hobby as new collectors, okay? First figures with Hot Toys, maybe they have their perception of collecting is different, where they want to hold on to something that's going to have some value in the future, or and Hot Toys just isn't that anymore. So the way I speak is to open people's eyes, okay? It's to open people, because Hot Toys has done a complete change from what they used to be. For God's sakes, look at this Mark V they just did, right? The Mark V just released. People are getting them in hand, I think, overseas. And they literally just did a re-release, a 2.0, whatever the freaking hell you want to call it, a re-release with a different base. It's been 3 months? It's been 3 months. And you're telling me that's good business? This is a collecting? It's like a freaking Hasbro figure. It's like a Hasbro figure. Put them in a Walmart shelves then, if you're going to do this shit. This is not good in the collecting community. And this whole kumbaya, everybody can get one. No. I'm not that kind of guy. If that's the content you want, I'm telling you, you got so many people that'll just tell you what you want to hear. I'm not that kind of person. I'm going to tell you what I see, what I think is good. That's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. If everybody is telling you positive things and, oh yeah, let's buy it and this and that, then why do we all have so many YouTube channels? There has to be some difference. So for me personally, for the YouTube streamers also, be honest. Be honest. There's some guys, some girls out there, they'll talk from the heart. They'll tell you how there's some that'll just bullshit. They will just bullshit. Like Hot Toys flipping cults over there, I hear. Everything Hot Toys does, they can't go wrong. No. The way they're running this business is a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, the figure may not be for me, but I'm speaking for the community. I'm speaking, again, my opinions and how I feel about how they're running their business. I'm sorry, but a 3-month difference with figure, that's not enough. That's not enough to put a re-release. And they're saying, well, in some markets, in this market, it might come out in this market, that market. It doesn't matter what market it is. Even if it's coming out in the market overseas, that's the worst. They're just getting screwed over. They're just getting them in hand now. And now here's another re-release? No. It's unacceptable. Not even from a movie that was recent. We're talking about, what was it? Iron Man 2, I think. No. It's not acceptable, guys. Holy mac, there's traffic here. It's not acceptable. This is not acceptable. So don't come after me when I make a comment about Hot Toys. Don't come after me because I don't talk scripted and it's not, oh, well, yeah, it's a re-release, but Hot Toys is great. No. Don't come after me. If I don't appreciate the business practices, you're going to hear it. That's it. I'll always talk from the heart. I'm not going to tell you guys something just to say, oh yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys something just to say, yeah, you know what, you should do this, you should do that for views no. I'll always talk from the heart. If it's an unpopular opinion, it's an unpopular opinion. But at least you're getting the honesty with me. Even if I help one person making a buying decision, that's what counts for me. Tons of people with cameras YouTubing talking about this Hot Toys. Fucking over it already with all this crap. Fucking in-art shit. Remember in-art? Oh, garbage. In-art is garbage. We gotta wait for in-art. What is everybody on YouTube doing now? Fucking buying in-art. Everyone's getting in on the in-art train now. What? The company no one believed in? I need to see it in hand first. What the? Now everyone's getting on the train? Oh, Queen Studios, they just do statues. They don't know what they're doing with figure. No, but everybody's getting on the in-art train now. Every channel, John's on every channel, this and that, and I pre-ordered it. Come on. Stick to your guns. Stick to your convictions. Wake up, people. It's okay to shit on Hot Toys. Hot Toys ain't gonna give you no YouTube streaming deal. They're not gonna say, hey, here, buddy, here's a figure. Some of the biggest names out there doing Hot Toys reviews don't get the figures for free from Hot Toys. So stop kissing their ass. Call it out. The way they're running their business is bullshit. End of story. Or take the word collectible out of the Hot Toys name. Hot Toys is not a collectible then. Don't be telling me Hot Toys limited and they use words like exclusive and limited and collectible. Hot Toys, get rid of it. It's not. When you're producing the way they're producing, nothing limited about anything. Right? I'm not just losing my mind, am I? And I know this video is going to get comments. The Hot Toys cults are going to come out. Oh, this and that, and you don't like reissues. That's fine. I don't like reissues. That's what do you want from me? Yeah, I don't like the fucking reissue. I like a good collectible. To be fucking collectible. Where are those good old days, man? I've talked so much about this shit. Where are those good old days? And it's bleeding in to the statue world. It's bleeding into the statue. And that's what's scary. What are these companies thinking? They're just thinking about the money. Relax. Think about your customer too. It is about the money. I get it's about the money. But I'm so sick of, it's not like they're re-releasing and reissuing things that they did 10 years ago. They're doing that. But now 3 months? 3 months! Hey, it's a joke. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Repaints here and this there. You're buying troopers there. You advertised chrome. I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention. We're going to talk about it on Tuesday's show. So be sure to tune in on Tuesday's show, Collecting Weekly. The chrome black, that trooper comes in a different color. It's not a true black. Just drama and fail after fail. Is Hot Toys a company? Are they producing product to keep up with InArt? And I know we haven't got an InArt piece in hand, but I'm going to tell you something. If InArt, we've seen some more proto photos of that Joker, but I'm telling you, if InArt in hand, if that figure, if their product comes even 90% to what they're showing, I'm telling you, if Hot Toys keeps up with this bull, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble. We're getting a boba on throne now? Fuck me, man. How long ago was that? Oh, it's just, it irks, gets under my skin. All this drama and this talking with this Hot Toys. Hot Toys is like, all these collectors come in now, they think they know everything. They think they know everything. They're about to school you about how the company should be run and this and that and kumbaya for the community. No, the collecting community, we're all collectors. You got to look at everybody. You got to try to make everybody happy. Try. Impossible. I know it's impossible to do, but I'm telling you, they're leaning all to one side. They're not trying to balance the community. I can understand if they're doing like, all right, we're going to do some re-releases. We're going to do some really good new stuff, limited. They're not doing anything limited, nothing exclusive, nothing to say, wow. Hot Toys, wow. So, am I a little negative about this stuff? I'm giving you my opinion. Am I out of Hot Toys completely? No. I want Hot Toys to do well because I still really enjoy collecting 6-scale figures. Am I investing my money now a little bit with InArt? Yeah, because I believe in their direction and where they're going. But that can change. InArt's not perfect. That can change. But the point here is, I grew up collecting Hot Toys. That's why I get so passionate about Hot Toys. Because that's like my early teenage years. So much time, effort, being in the community. And I feel like it's all down the drain. And then you're going to get the comments, oh, well, the time that you displayed the figure in your case, well, that should mean something. It does mean something, but at the end of the day, that's the most ridiculous comments that I hear are, well, you displayed it and you enjoyed it, so therefore you shouldn't, like, let's say you're selling a piece, let's say you're going to sell a Hot Toy or anything for that matter. You've displayed it and enjoyed it, therefore it should be worth less. That should have monetary value. I think that's long goes, but that's just me. I just want balance. All right, give us some limited editions. You got to innovate now. You have InArt coming to the game, trying to prove something, and they really are proving something, right? They're coming at the throat, right? Oh, John, I hear all the time, oh, John, you're an InArt fan, queen. I'm a Hot Toys fan as well. My heart will always be with Hot Toys, but I'm not going to be supporting a company. I'm not going to give my money, especially the way how pricey they are right now, for the higher end figures, the Spider-Man and everything. By the time it gets to me in Canada, I'm paying over $500, almost $600 in fees to get this. And then I have to worry about a re-release and it plummeting in value? No, it just doesn't make sense. These are collectibles. These are collectibles. If you're going to treat this like a rock that I can pick up on the side of the street for free, I might as well go collect rocks. These are supposed to be collectible. We're supposed to own something that, not necessarily that nobody else can get, but that is not easy to get. For me, that's how it makes it collectible. And I know they're not numbered or anything like that, but maybe that's something that they should look at, is doing a limited numbered run, an exclusive numbered run. Why not? They need to innovate. Queen and Inart are bringing new product and new innovation and new ways of doing things to the table. What's Hot Toys doing? Nothing. USB ports, fucking new bases. Bases aren't enough. Bases aren't enough. Do cool stuff, man. In this case here with this Mark V, whatever reissue that happened, sell the base separately for the people who got the original one. What else can you do? Do numbered exclusive figures. That would be so cool. They did it with the Loki. We never heard from it again. Never came to Sideshow. Never. What happened to that exclusive Loki? That's supposed to be numbered. Gone. Never heard of it again. No, this is ridiculous. And then waiting a year and a half, 2 years for a figure, that's bull. Don't pre-order. I'm gonna tell you this. Don't you dare put a cent down unless it's a timed exclusive that you really want. Then whatever. But other than that, do not pre-order. I can't be the only one that sees this stuff out there. Please, in the comments, please be respectful. Everyone be respectful, right? Because I'm not disrespecting anybody. Let's keep it respectful. But I can't be the only one out there that sees what's going on with this company and is okay with it. There has to be people that see from my perspective as well. Whether they don't want to speak out, whether they put on a facade for YouTube, I don't know. But I can see both sides of the story. But I feel like I'm one of the only ones in the community that opens their mouth like this and rambles on. Maybe I care too much. Maybe there's too much passion. But I think it's so much time and effort that's been invested into collecting. And it's just not just collecting. It's the curating of the collection, the keeping, the preserving, the keeping it in the box and making sure it's dusted properly when I take it out, and just taking care and using gloves. That's collecting to me, like maintaining it. What the heck do I have to maintain it? There's going to be a re-release down the road. Re-releases that aren't even massive improvements. That's like, wow, it's a re-release is warranted. Come on, guys. It's just not right. We got to vote with our wallets. We're in a day and age where things are going up. Life is very expensive, right? Life is very expensive right now. And this is a hobby. This isn't a necessity. You don't need a hot toy to survive. So don't go crazy. Don't be overextending yourself for a company that's not overextending themselves for you as a collector. Right? And that's my vision. And that's why I haven't necessarily pre-ordered Hot Toys. It's not because I'm out of the Hot Toy game. That's a very stupid assumption. I want Hot Toys to get back on track, to focus on collectors. Because you can make money and at the same time focus on collectors. There's ways of doing it. But I need you to try to do both. Make money and focus on collectors. So I'm trying. That's, for me personally, am I on a Hot Toys buying streak? Like strike? I don't know. I'm not really happy with what's going on. I'm not happy that I gotta put my money down, tie it up, and then get a re-release before the thing's even out. It's not cool. Please change Hot Toys. I'll get back. If you start doing things right, I'll get behind you 100%, because I'm not shitting on Hot Toys. I'm telling you how I feel, how I look at the company and how I feel. That's why I praise Inart, because for me, the way Inart's coming out and talking to the community, and it could be full of shit. It could just be coming in one ear and out the other. But the fact that they're coming out and communicating with the community and taking that time to do that, that has value there. That has value there. And they haven't been perfect either. But I rather have someone coming out to discuss who can take a question or two than nobody. You don't hear shit from Hot Toys. Nothing. You don't hear anything. Blogger photos is what you get. Consistent blogger photos and this and that. No. They gotta change. This is serious. They got competition now. They have competition. For me, internet has a running start. We'll see what happens. Hot Toys isn't going anywhere because, like I said, you say 1 6 figure, everybody says Hot Toys. Who doesn't know? Anybody in the hobby collecting 6 scale stuff knows Hot Toys. So they aren't going anywhere. But they really just have to change their game plan. They have to change their game because it's not going to last. You go onto Sideshow's site. When's the last Hot Toys that sold out? Besides this Boba Arena crap, that exclusive, that's whatever. Everybody just panicked and FOMO pre-ordered. Nothing. People are, when a Hot Toys comes out, it's not, oh wow, I better go get it and pre-order it quick so I don't miss out, because on the secondary market it's going to skyrocket. People are saying, I will wait so that I could get it at a discount. That's not what this hobby should be about, is I should wait because I could get it at a discount. No way. It's not what this hobby should be about. I feel like they're just to turn a quick buck. They're doing these figures just to turn a quick buck, and they pulled the collecting, the fun out of the hobby for me personally. So I want to say again, I ain't negative. I still like Hot Toys, right? The work they do, some of the portraits, stunning. Some companies won't even be able to come close to what Hot Toys is doing, portrait-wise. Right? So they're still up there. The point here is the business practices. Reevaluate the business practices. Because for me, it's just not fun to collect Hot Toys anymore. And am I selfish for wanting to collect an item that somebody else can't get their hands on? Call it whatever you want. But that's what collecting was. I've missed out on tons of pieces because of that. I don't have one Star Wars Rogue One Hot Toy. Not one. Because I missed out on all of them. And I am not going back to pay secondary market. But that's my loss. I learned from my mistakes that if I wanted a Star Wars figure, you better order it right away. That's part of the hobby. The hunt is part of the hobby. Come on. Anyways, I went on a little bit of a rant. Sorry, guys. Hope you're still watching. Hope you're enjoying it. But yeah, this is what carpool collecting is about. You know, I go on my drive. I want to talk to you guys about what I see happening in the community. Kind of unload stuff off my shoulders, and we spent some time together talking. This Tuesday, we got CW's main show, Collecting Weekly, his main show. We're going to talk all the Hot Toy stuff that I talked about today, that I quickly mentioned. We're going to go into in-depth detail about it. And I don't know if I'm going to get passionate about it again, because it's like sometimes it's like wasting breath. People don't care. People don't care. I don't know what happened. The world's wonk nowadays, man. No one stands up for anything anymore. It's all ridiculous. No one stands up for anything anymore. It's everyone just steamrolled. Okay, jump. Everyone's like followers. How high do you want me to jump? Hot Toys. How high? Open your wallet, guys. Okay, how much you want? No, guys, we're not talking about prices. We're not talking about all this stuff. There's so much that they're just slipping in there, and we're all just like, we're shitting on. People are busy shitting on InArt, a company coming in and trying to do change, and not paying attention to the shady crap Hot Toys is doing. No. Anyways, guys, this is what passion looks like. Okay, I'm a passionate collector because I've been doing it for so long, and it's not just me. You know, my family's gone into it, and we used to do it we used to collect as a family, comics and That's why I'm so passionate about the hobby. I'm not you guys know, if you guys watch the show, which if you're not watching the show, I don't know what's wrong with you, but Collecting Weekly, I've said it so many times, I don't resell. 15 years of collecting, I haven't sold anything. Except now, recently, I'm starting to clear up the collection a little bit because prices have gone to the point where I want my collecting to be self-sustaining. So if I want a piece, it's at the point now where I'll sell something to get it. Because the Hot Toys, I have a massive Hot Toys collection. To be buying Hot Toys at $350, $400, that's US, let alone what I'm paying. To be paying that and then it just be dwindled to nothing because of a re-release or because of mass production, I can't do it. It's not smart for me to do that because I want my collecting to be revolving. So right? I'm not here to sell. I don't sell pieces. I've sold maybe 3-4 pieces. I don't sell pieces to say, hey, look, I made bank. Look how much money I made. That's not me. Some people do that. That's not me. So I'm speaking from a place of passion where I'm not selling to make money, but I want to at least break even so that I can reinvest the money into my collection. And that's in statues, that's in Hot Toys, that's in everything. But the way companies are operating, it's like they don't want that to happen. They're afraid. We remember Hot Toys, man. Hot Toys, look, you can see with Dark Side Anakin. That thing, I think I picked that up for $200. That thing I've seen go for 800 Canadian or US even. 800. That's how it was. So I think these companies are trying to close the loophole on the secondary market. Don't worry about the secondary market. Do your figure. Man, what I still can't believe, if you have time, if you're a Hot Toys collector, I'm sorry for the statue collector. If you have time, go on Sideshow's site and type in Hot Toys and look at all the figures that are there. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. Nothing's selling out. For goodness sake, they still have the what's his name? Thanos. They have Thanos from the Avengers still up there. The first one. The first one. They can't give that shit out for free. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here because we're already at the 45-minute mark. And these guys, half of you probably stopped watching already because it's like, this guy's crazy. But guys, take it with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to be rude. My intentions are not to be negative, whether it be on this show, whether it be on my statue show, Collectors Club on Fridays, whether it be on Tuesday's show with Zach Dean, Marco, and Ben. My intention here is to give you my opinion so that maybe you can see things from my perspective and it'll help you with your collecting. It may come off as negative, but my negative comments will be offset by the rest of the community's positive comments. It's just another perspective. And I don't want to hear, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Or maybe it's not for you. That's fine. But I'm a Hot Toy collector. I'm a statue collector. I'm a collector in general. So when something comes out, whether I like it or not, I'm going to talk about it. Because if every Tom, Dick, or Harry can have a YouTube channel and can rant about anything, I should be able to rant about these collectibles on whether I like something or whether I don't like on something. Okay? So don't be telling me to keep my mouth shut. You don't like what I'm saying? Keep on moving. Anyways, guys, this has been a pleasure spending some time talking to you. Wonderful Friday evening. Sun is setting. I'm going to kick back, relax. We got club tonight. I don't know when I'm going to get this posted, but I got club to get ready for tonight, our statue show. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, thanks for driving with me, talking a bit. Leave comments, please. Be respectful, but leave comments on your collecting habits. Whether you're a statue collector, whether you're a Hot Toy collector, whether you collect rocks, coins, I don't care what you collect. How do you feel? Right? Don't go. I want to hear your opinions. Everybody be respectful. Don't go on rampages saying I collect for love and kumbaya. I collect for the art. Let's be realistic, okay? Let's be realistic. Share your stories. Be respectful. And guys, let's have a good time. Let's collect and have a good time. Don't take everything to heart. I take a lot of things to heart, but keep an open mind. Don't shit on something without having points to back yourself up. Don't say something just to say it. Same thing when you're saying something good. Viewers read through that shit, guys. Viewers read through that. If you think people are fooling out here, this YouTube community, for views, oh, beautiful, this looks great. People see through that. And if you don't see through that shit, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Happens a lot. Anyways, guys, thanks for driving with me. We're going to wrap up this episode. We're going to put a pin in it. Hope everyone had a good time. Always remember, when you're driving, you put your seatbelt and drive safe. Okay, drive safe. Keep the road safe where you are. Until next time, keep on collecting, guys.